Good morning, everybody. Happy Thursday. My name is Sarah. I'm the health and fitness specialist in McLean, Virginia. I hope that did not just glitch out too hard because I lagged pretty bad. But today I'm going to be leading you through a band and strength and mobility session. So all you're going to need for today is one loose band and one circular band. If you don't have a loop band, you can just tie this in a slip knot and use this as your other option. Okay, so we have 2 circuits, an upper body and a lower body, 3 exercises a piece, and then we are going to do 2 rounds of each circuit. Okay, so let's go ahead and get warmed up. Remove some of these things out of the way. All right, so we're going to start with just some shoulder pec openers. So we're going to start elbows as close as possible, wrists stacked over our elbows, and we're going to open up and press the head back. Chest is lifting up here, opening, squeezing those shoulder blades together, and then curling in, chin to chest, to press those elbows together. We're going to do 5 of these. I find it best if you cycle these with your breathing. So as you exhale, tuck in within yourself, and then as you inhale, press the chest wide open. Last one here. One more big inhale. And last exhale to relax. All right, awesome job. Next, we're going to move into a lateral lunge. So we're going to walk the feet out nice and wide. We're going to reach the hips back as we drop side to side, opening up this inner thigh here. A little bit of the hamstring as well. We're going to do 5 on each leg, or 10 total, about 2-second holds on each leg. If you hear music outside the door, Jess is teaching a spin class right now, so we are intertwining our spaces just a little bit. Last one on each leg after this. So this is the last one to the right, and last one to the left. Good. All right, from here we're gonna walk the feet nice and narrow, and we're just gonna go for a nice forward fold. So we're going to hinge at the hips to reach towards the floor. Head and hands are hanging nice and heavy. We're gonna hang for 10 seconds. Add a little squat in here and do some hammy pulses if you prefer. And relax, come up about halfway here. And then we're gonna do some swimmers. So what that means is our arms are gonna fly out and cross, like you see the swimmers do in their warm-ups. So we're just gonna let those arms fly, cross, 4, 3, 2, 1, relax. Okay, I hope you guys are feeling a little bit warmer than when we started, and we are going to hop in immediately with our upper body circuit. So we're going to need our loose resistance band. A couple of these exercises we have done before, so it might seem a little bit familiar to you. So we're going to start with an external rotation. So I like to anchor both hands. My left hand is going to rest on my hip, while my right hand is going to be in a right angle here. Wrist is stacked in line with the elbow. That's the word. with the elbow. Thumb is pointing up towards the sky, and we're going to rotate while keeping the elbow tucked nice and tight to the body here, almost as if you're holding a towel roll or a water bottle close to your side that you don't want to drop while you're moving through this motion, okay? 10 of these, nice and slow. We got 3 more here. Wants to squeak on me. Last one, and relax. All right, anchor that right hand, place it on the hip. Left arm is ready to work now. So same thing, nice grip on the band. Thumb is pointing up to the sky, wrist is in line with the elbow here as we are in this 90 degree, and we are just tucking that elbow in nice and tight to the body and rotating out. Might be too much, there we go. Four more here. And relax. Oh, we have a full house. Custodial services coming through to take the trash. All right, go ahead and relax. So that's exercise number 1, done. Next, we're moving into a high row. So what that's going to look like, you can do it one of 2 ways. It's going to target the same muscle group, whichever way you do it. You can hold a nice tension here on the band and row here, or you can have it here and row nice and high up here. I'm going to be up here, but if you feel like this is a good place for you to start, feel free to do whichever way feels most comfortable for you. We are targeting our traps and our upper rear shoulder here. Okay, so the only difference is the angle of the shoulder. Sound good? All right, here we go. I'm gonna start up here in 3, 2, 1. Pulling that band apart as you come back, okay? Going for 10. 4 more here. Make sure with these movements that we are taking these slow and controlled, okay? You might feel a little bit of a muscle burn. Last one, relax. If you feel a muscle burn, that means you are doing these correctly, okay? Because we are really using these resistances and these movements to target underactive muscles, okay? So a lot of these might burn because they're not being used in the proper way or not being used as much as they should be. Next, we are moving into a lat pull down, and I don't know if you'll be able to see me. Would it be me streaming if I didn't have to adjust the camera? I don't think so. Okay. All right, arms are going to come up overhead. Anchor on the left hand, pulling with the right hand. Okay, so nice big anchor on this left arm. We are pulling the right arm down into a nice W position. Elbow is coming down to the rib cage and then relaxing back up. Okay, leading with the elbow here from the front. This is what it looks like. Going for 10 on each arm. I'm going to tighten the resistance just a little bit. Last one on this arm. Good. Now anchor on the left, on the right, and we're pulling back down with the left, okay? You might feel a little extra muscle burn in this right arm. that's stationary here. Just because it is utilizing the same muscles to hold that arm up, okay? And 3, 2, 1. Sorry, I don't know if you can hear, but it's time warp playing from Rocky Horror Picture Show, and it's funny. Okay, circuit 1, round 1, done. We have one more round of this circuit, and then we get to move on to the next. So take about 30 seconds. If you need a sip of water, grab one now. If you need any other kind of refreshments, a cup of coffee, cup of tea, anything like that, feel free to grab it now. If you're feeling a little extra muscle burn, feel free to just shake it out, do a little wiggle worm. If the band is too much for these movements for you, please feel free to do this body weight. The main focus we have right here with these exercises is form, because if we are doing the exercise weighted and wrong, we're gonna end up real sore. But if we are doing it non-weighted with the right form, you're still gonna see the benefits, even though you don't have any external resistance, okay? So focus on your form, focus on where you're feeling these exercises, and then you're on a good track, okay? All right, we have that external rotation coming right up. So starting with the right arm first, we're gonna wrap the band around the left and anchor on the right. Remember our setup here. Nice fist, thumb is pointing up to the sky, elbow is tucked nice and tight to the body, and we are rotating out. That elbow is staying nice and tight, going for 10. You have 3 more here. Last one. Relax. I don't know if you guys can hear the playlist that's happening outside, but it's quite funny to me. So we're gonna anchor. Right arm is resting on the hip. Left arm, elbow is tucked nice and tight to the body. Thumb is pointing up, and we are in a right angle here. We are traveling along this straight line for 10. Sorry, my grip broke. Three more here. 2, and last one. Good, go ahead and relax. All right, next we have our high row. So I'm gonna switch which way I'm doing this so you guys can see the form for both. If you started up high with me, now we're starting low. Shoulders are going to round off just a little bit. What I mean by that is instead of going super high, we're gonna round the shoulders forward to target a little bit more of that back, okay? So, nice tension on the band to start off with. And we are going to row nice and high. Elbows are coming parallel with the ground here. Halfway already. We have 3 more. 3, 2, last one. Good. Relax. Wiggle it out if you need to. All right, next we have our lat pull down. So let's take about 15 seconds to rest, and we're gonna head into our lat pull down. All right, here we go. Arms are gonna come up overhead, And I'm gonna anchor one hand and pull with the other. So remember, elbow to rib cage, pulling down into a W position. For 3, 2, and last one. Switch the anchor. So now right arm has the anchor. And here we go on the left elbow to rib cage. You almost want to pull out and down. Here's halfway right here. For 3, 2, and last one. Good. Relax. Nice and easy. All right, let's take about 30 seconds and then we will get into circuit number 2 because circuit number 1 is done. Okay. This nice little loop band, if you are using this for your lower body circuit, if you want to tie it into a slip knot, make sure you have about this much of your band. You're going to have a little bit to a lot of bit of extra hanging out, but make sure that it is nice and resisted for your legs, okay? Me, I'm going to be using my loop band, so if you guys have a loop band, join in with this one. If you guys are using the loose band with the slip knot, just make sure it's nice and tight. Sound good? All right, so before we get started with our circuit number 2, I'm gonna walk us through what we're gonna be doing. Lucky for us, none of these have anything above the knees. So we're targeting a lot of the hip external rotators and extenders, and also working on our sidestepping, adduction, and abduction control here. And then we are working on our hip flexors as well. So, list of exercises, we have 3. We're going to do, well, technically 4 if you include the first one having 2. But we're going to do hip abduction and extension for the first exercise. So what that means, say my shoulders are my hip, my one leg is going to be here, my other leg's going to be here. This is adduction, okay? So we're doing a side kick right here. And then extension is out behind us, okay? So the band is going to rest right above the ankles, right before the calf begins. If I can turn it down that way, that would be great. Okay. So, band is going to go right in this little crevice here at the base of the calf above the ankles, okay? Use a wall for support for this, okay? So if you want to, you can be here to minimize the amount of support you're using, or you can fully face the wall. So what we're going to do here is we want to start with a slight hip hike. You're going to start with your right leg. So flexing the foot, nice hip hike here to lift the leg off the ground, and then we're going to kick straight out to the side and in. Making sure that we're not leaning on this left leg, okay? Weight is fully on the left leg, but we're not doing a nice shift here. Okay, we're keeping everything super tall and narrow. And relax. We're gonna do 5 of each on each leg. Okay, so now no rest for either leg, because we're going to go straight into 5 kicks straight back. Okay. 2 more. Last one. Good. Now, switching legs, weight shift over onto this right leg here, standing nice and tall. as we kick the left leg out directly to the side, okay? Leading with the heel, keeping in line with the leg, okay? Last one. Good. No rest, going directly into straight kickbacks. Make sure that we are still keeping a nice tall posture here. Last one. Good. Relax. I will show you from the side on our second time around because I feel like it limits the point of view slightly when pigeonholed to one side. Okay, we're not done with these external rotators, okay? So, pick one side of the room. Small bend in the knees here, but feet are staying pointed forward as we straight leg, side, step. Now when I say straight leg, I mean we're not locking the knees out and we're not in a squat, okay? So soft bend in the knees, but we are keeping things straight as we open up. We're gonna do 2 up and backs of whatever space you have, or 5 each way. Nice and slow, keeping the feet facing forward. Then we're going back. If you need to look down at your feet while you do this, feel free to do so. And back. Feet facing forward the whole time. Good. All right, go ahead and relax. Okay, next we get to walk the band down to the arch of the foot, okay? So now the band is going to be resting on my shoes. I don't know if you can see that, but nice, big resistance on the feet now, okay? Let me straighten that out just a little bit. Okay. All right, next, we are working on hip flexion. So, hands are going to be on the wall in front of us, slight forward lean, and we are going to drive straight up with the leg. We're gonna do 5 on one leg, and last one. Nice, slow, and controlled here. Switching legs for a drive, 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 and last one. Relax. Okay. Let that band come back up over the shoes for a little bit. We're gonna take 30 seconds break, get some water, let the muscles relax just a little bit. If you need to sit down, feel free to do so. I know that these exercises are a little targeted. So your external hips might feel a little sore later on today, but it will definitely help in the long run when it comes to protecting your lower back and longevity of your joint health. Sound good? So we have one more round of this circuit. Nice and lovely. So walk this band up right below the calves in that little groove area here. So I said I would show you from the side what we're doing in this abduction, abduction. So, hands are on the wall, nice and tall here. I can't be off center. Nice and tall, nice hip height to start off, and out. Straight out from the hip, feeling this outer glute work. We're not leaning and then straight back. Okay, so start with a small stagger. Chest is staying nice and tall. We're not doing this number here, okay? We are keeping everything nice and tall, really activating those posterior muscles. Last one, and relax. All right, switching legs, weight shift onto this right leg, kicking out to the side. Feet stay pointed for our last one. Good. And extending straight back, start with a small stagger. Chest nice and tall, and extend. Last one, relax. Good. All right, about 15-20 seconds, and we're going back in with our side steps, okay? I'm gonna start over here. So, depending on the space that you have, aim for 10 in each direction. Duh. But if you can only get in 2 up and backs in whatever space you have and it's not 10 in each direction, that's okay. 2 up and backs or 10 each way. Sound good? I have a total of 5 steps in each direction. All right, here we go. Straight leg steps without the knees locking out, okay? Nice soft bend, leading with the heel. Good, and back. Toes are pointed forward. Last one here. And last time back, okay? Why is that happening? I think my shoe is broken. Good. Relax. All right. Now gently work the band down. Oopsies. I know I said gently and I did it the most ungraceful way that I possibly could have done it. So if you need to take it off and then place it on the feet, feel free to do so as well. Okay, find a wall. Place the hands, slight lean here. And we're going for 5 knee drives on each leg, okay? Try to drive straight up in line with your hip. Last one here. Good. Foot is flexed, utilizing the tension on the band, okay? Here we go with the left leg for our last 5 reps. Good. Last one. And relax. Good. Good news, you can step out of the band, and then we're gonna find our way down to the floor. Okay, so we've reached the end of our session, which means that we get to do some lovely little mobility tricks. So we're gonna start off in a 90-90. If you're not able to be in this full 90-90 here, what you can do is you can have this other leg out and front leg in the 90-90, okay? And we're just going to press over our front leg, trying to hit that external hip glute area that we just worked out really hard, okay? So we're gonna forward fold as much as you can over this front knee here. For 3, 2, 1, relax. We're going to switch legs. Oop, I don't know if you heard that, my hip likes to pop. So, same thing here, pressing over as much as possible, or as much as you are comfortable with stretching. If you feel a nice stretch from here, hang out there, and if you need to be all the way down on the floor to feel a stretch, that works too. For 3, 2, 1, relax. All right, we're gonna rotate onto our butts, and we are going to lay on our backs. What we're gonna do now is called a floor angel. So we're going to relax the shoulders into a field goal position, okay? So nice parallel field goal position starting off, and then tuck the elbows back in towards the body, okay? Almost to create a W shape. We're just gonna slowly raise those arms up. Hold that for 3, 2, 1. Nice and slow, tuck back into the body. For 3, 2, 1. Nice big reach. For 3, 2, 1. And tuck. For 3, 2, 1. One more big reach. And one more tuck to relax. All right, let's interlock the fingers. Drop our right leg nice and long. Our fingers are going to interlock over the shin of the left leg. And we're going to pull into the chest, opening up the back of the glutes and into the lower back a little bit. We're going to do some ankle circles for 10 seconds. For 3, 2, 1, relax, and extend that leg long. Interlock over the shin of the right leg for 10-second holds. 3, 2, 1, relax. All right, let's tuck the knees in nice and tight here. We're just gonna end on some deep belly breathing, okay? 3 really deep breaths, making sure that when we inhale, we are breathing all the way down into our lower belly, and then exhaling all the way until we can't exhale anymore, okay? In through the nose, out through the mouth. 3 deep breaths. Here we go. All right. Slowly come back up to seated, and then we'll get up from here. All right, guys. That's all I have have for you today. I hope you enjoyed this nice banded strength and mobility session. You might feel a little sore tomorrow because we did activate some muscles that we don't usually activate throughout our day. So if you are sore, just repeat the stretches that we just did. And I will see you guys next week for some more content. Happy Thursday. We're one day closer to Friday, and I will see you guys later. Bye.